All right, so we're going to talk about cutting your dog's nails for the first time, how to do that, what to do, how far to do it, okay? The goal is not to actually cut all the nails. The goal is for the dog to trust you and for you to socialize him to the feeling of, his nails being clipped, okay? Even if you just actually cut one nail or you cut no nails, it's a success. If you just get through it and get him used to the feeling and the whole setup of what we do. I recommend first feeding your dog, because after that, a lot of dogs want to go chew on something. It's very natural. They would go chew a bone. They would finish their meal kind of like their dessert, all right? I would have them on a leash, all right? So we're going to put this guy on a leash. We have a bone here, okay? We have a clipper, a nail clipper. I prefer this sort of mechanism, or you could do a Dremel. The same concepts apply, okay? I don't like a guillotine where just one part goes just down from the top, okay? Those don't seem to cut very well. They break all the time. You want to trust your equipment, okay? So, few things. We got the bone, we got the leash, we got the actual cutter, okay? And we have quick stop in case you accidentally cut your dog's nails too much, okay? If you can't find this, you could get any sort of, substance in an emergency. Sometimes if you're out on a walk and your dog cuts their nail, people put some dirt on it. You want to get some clean dirt, not a bunch of, stuff filled with chemicals. But you want to go buy some quick stop, okay? Because if you don't and you accidentally clip your dogs quick, you are never going to stop the bleeding. But this will stop it right away, okay? If you cut your dog's nail in accident, don't make it a big deal. Just relax, keep going, kind of, reassociate as a good thing, all right? Don't let your dog run away or freak out and get too emotional about it. Just try not to do that, all right? And the way we try not to do that is don't try to actually cut too much of the nail, all right? Just a tiny little bit. This is not about doing a good job. Even if you're going to have a professional cut the dog's nails later, you're going to make it easier on them and easier on your dog by making it a good experience and less stressful, okay? You ready, dude? So here we are. We got our tools. I have my bone here, okay? As always with everything, this is first my bone. You wait, okay? This is my bone that he's going to have, okay? So we're essentially going to be sharing the bone. If you can't do this with your dog and there's some issues, you need to make sure you first just can touch your dog when they're chewing, can touch your dog's paws, okay? If you can't, you don't move on. You just do this for a while, for a few days, however long you need to do it, okay? I like to touch their paws a little bit during feeding, a little bit during drinking, and of course during, sharing bones, okay? So you check them all out, okay? Getting them used to this. Check out the back paws, whatever it would be. You can see he's relaxed. There's no issue. So from here, you can present the tool. A lot of dogs will chew it if they've never seen this before, right? And they might mouth it a little bit. They're just exploring it, okay? You don't have to stop that right away. You can let them see what it is. All right, so we're going to let him have this. And so here we have this tool. He's okay with it. And can you just tap a nail? Maybe your dog's really sensitive and you just putting the tool near him is a good goal for you. Maybe just touching once is a good goal. Can you pretend? This is metal, so a little bit of tapping, okay? This is essentially like cutting the nails, okay? If you're not comfortable actually cutting the nails, don't worry. You can socialize him to the majority of this process just by tapping. Okay, he has his tool here. Okay, and you have other tools back here. Other paws back here. You're going to want to tap these nails. He's sitting so proper. Okay. You could even have one person hold it if it keeps falling off. He's getting a little big for this bed. Okay, here, put your paw over it there. Now, just tapping, that's step one. That's it. Okay, bringing them back, hanging out, just being around. The goal is not to actually cut the nails at first. If it's going well, where you can kind of push one of the digits out, that's what they call his little fingers, okay? Then you could do one. You want to come over here, right? He's letting me do this. Again, I have just the very tip here. Now, sometimes dogs will hear that and freak out and, oh my gosh, and don't worry, just relax, go through the process again. First, can you touch the paws with your hand? Okay, then can you put this near the paws? Then can you tap one paw? Maybe just tap, good. And then you do it again. Touch with your hand, put it near, and then tap. Okay? Then if you can touch with your hand, if you can put it near, and if you can tap, then you can go ahead and just tiny little cut. It's not about cutting the nails. It's not about doing a good job. It's just about getting him used to the process. If it's going well, try one more. Okay? Just a little tip. Okay? If it's ever, you got your bone, where is it? It's stuck in your collar. Here you go. Okay, we're going to do one more. Okay. And here we are. If you cut too much, he starts bleeding. First, don't let them run. Hey, chill. You're fine. Relax. Everything's okay. And they are fine. Okay? It will happen. All right? And then you're going to, this is a powder. Can you see in there? And what you do is whatever paw or whatever nail was cut, you would just either take a little in your hand and put it on there, okay? Or I dip the paw and the digit inside like that. So it'll be covered in this stuff. See that? And what that'll do is it will just coat the part that's bleeding and it will stop immediately. All right? The main thing here is if you're uncomfortable, just touch the paws. Just tap a paw like this. You do not have to cut their nails. You can let a professional do that. The hard part for them is not the cutting the nails part. The hard part is a dog who can't be handled, has a very stressful experience. This is not stressful to him, the way I've done this, okay? And first, we made sure that he's really good with just sharing bones and touching the paws, okay? So have fun with that.